Alright guys, it seems we are all ready to start the Final Fantasy Mystic Quest run. Got a few announcements to make. The two incentives for the game have been closed. Blue one as the HUD color, and the main character name will be Kappa. So good luck Michi with the run and see you later.
Kappa, but blue is interesting because pink was an option as well. Anyway, I'm Michi, and like what 6 hours, 7 hours ago, I ran another game, and I've barely had any sleep, so I'm a bit a bit resident sleeper. But I hope to make the run interesting for you guys. Yeah, I'm ready to start whenever you guys are. So, this is Mystic Quest, and there's a battle coming up, which is the hardest boss fight in the game. I can easily die 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in a row, and there's nothing to do about it. So let's see whether we get a good or a bad pattern. A tiny bit about Mystic Quest. It has a great OST, average gameplay, and a shit speedrun. So that should be fun. Why it's a bad speedrun, or at least why I don't like the speedrun, is I will explain that over the course of the run. So this is the first fight. He's called Behemoth or something, or Gorgon, I don't know. Behemoth. So he hasn't crit us yet, and we haven't missed yet. So I'm digging this. And of course, a crit with the last hit, where a normal hit would have been enough. But we didn't die. Woo! Hardest fight in the game is done, so that's good. So we're going to the first town in a little bit. This is the first world map, whatever you wish to call it. So blue one, I'm changing the numbers and the speed. We jump over this man. You can jump over NPCs. Like, this is already the best game ever, even though I don't like it. We pick up our first companion. Because we are incredibly bad, that means that they have to do most of the heavy lifting. And Benjamin, or Kappa, as we called it, he will be playing the red carpet. He will just be lying on the ground for most of the run. Your character can level up, but because we skip a lot of the... Like, we basically skip an entire section of the game, like 25% of the game or something, and jump. We actually get severely under-leveled. So I picked up Cure there, which is the healing spell, but it also damages undead enemies. So that's what I will mostly use it for. So Kaylee chops down this tree, and she's like, let's go over there. And then, yeah, instead of chopping the next tree, she chopped the one with the enemy. So thank you, Kaylee. You ruined the run. Don't kill Kappa. Nice. So there are two different battle stances, if you wish. Kaylee can be in manual or in auto. When the AI is in auto, they will miss. They will make their own decisions in battle, which could be good, which could be bad. So every battle, you need to manually adjust that. And other than that, it's a lot of meshing. So there's no hand cam right now. Let's keep it that way. This is kind of how this place is called the Level Forest, I believe. It's kind of how this place usually goes. This is the evil tree, and we need to chop it down, and then a zombie minotaur thing came out of it. And now we need to kill this guy. Oh, he's just a normal Minotaur. He's not an actual zombie yet. We kill him with a life spell. Kaylee got sick, and her mom just walks into the monster-infested forest and saves her, and brings her back home. And we need to find an elixir for her. The overall story of this game is told by a certain dude that flies around a lot. We saw him in the first like on the first mountain, and he tells us about the story. And then he flies off again. But we in different points you can talk to him, and then he would talk more about the story and such. But we skip most of those, so I have to make up the story as we go along, right? This is Tristan. He is terrible. He is absolutely terrible. Nobody likes Tristan. So this is the Bone Dungeon. Not a lot going on right now. So the story of this game, we are a knight and we need to save the world, and by finding the 4 crystals, and then something prophecy, and something killing the Dark King. So that's always it's a great story. Like, it's basically every other Final Fantasy story ever. So this was the first Final Fantasy game released in Europe. And after this came Final Fantasy VII. But it wasn't actually called Final Fantasy. It was called Mystic Quest Legends, or Legends. And that's how I knew it as well as a kid. So these enemies here can spawn with 1, 2, or 3. 1 and 2 I will fight. 3 I need to run away from because I can't one-turn them. Then it wastes a lot of time. Before starting the run, I actually set up a thing that's called a resistance glitch. This is what I mean. The resistance glitch... Thanks, game. The resistance glitch is a glitch that you get when you open up an advanced save file. So we have a save file right at the end of the game, basically. You open that save file, and then you soft reset out. Nice miss, dude. So RNG is terrible here. You exit out, and then you start a new game. What that does is that it gives your ally, your companion, all the resistances of the final companion. So usually where they would gradually get stronger with the resistances, they have the resistances of the best character in the game, basically. This is unbelievable. This is almost like how my any percent attempts go. So it's, I can't do anything about it. It's straight up RNG, which enemy setups I get, and yeah, as you can see, I need to do a lot of running, which is bad. Bit of a shame. What can you do? This is Nepomuk, by the way. Or Nepomuk. Should pronounce it correctly. We did Lovers in the Dangerous Space-Time this morning. It was pretty fun, right? So this is a glitch where I get an extra seed. So I do this on the bad fight. So I basically use an item. Then I tell the game that I don't really want to use the item, and then I run away. So the game gives me that seed back, and it gives me another one because I thought that I used one, and it should return it to me. So I tricked the game into giving me 2 instead of 1. So I do that a couple of times on these bad fights, and until I can buy my own seeds. Because seeds restore your magic. So you don't have an MP bar like in other games. You have numbers of white magic or black magic and of what is it called? Don't remember what it's called. Strong magics. So I will use one right now. This is the first boss. If you don't count Gorgon as a boss, I can heal him to deal damage to him. And I hope he does a lot of non-crits and a lot of no earthquakes. But he likes to be a little bit of a jerk to me, so let's hope he behaves. Nice crit from Tristan, that's what I want to see. And there's the first earthquake, so that's bad. Now Kappa is dead, and another earthquake. That is really bad. And for some reason he also outsped Tristan. But for this time he didn't. But I had to defend with Kappa just to make sure that that Tristan would live. Like, he wasn't even in his second damage tier yet. So when enemies get more damage, they change in their like appearance. The sprite changes. You can slowly see them wither down, and I absolutely love that. So this guy, like, he loses bones and then he falls on the ground. I loved that as a kid. Nothing can do. Nothing can do. I even played it relatively safe, so. Welcome to Mystic Quest. This is why I was really happy that I got into BSG. I was like, yeah, let's submit all my runs and then at least one will get in. And then 3 of them got in. And not the one I wanted to get in. That was Final Fantasy X, but that one is too long. So I kind of expected that. And then sadly this one got in. That is not what I meant to do, but okay. Come on. Like I said, like you can play this was incredibly safe, but if he wants to earthquake, he will just rock your world, and there's nothing you can do about it. Stop it! You should poison or something. Did you know that you have a poison attack? I knew. I just never see it. Yeah. Don't outspeed Tristan, then we die again. Don't crit Tristan, then we die again. My... He is really, really annoying right now. At least the music is good, so we get to hear that a little bit longer. He is really, really mean right now. That is not what I meant to do, but that's okay. Sometimes, like, obviously I don't want to blame the controller, but I do it anyway. This controller is a bit janky, like it likes to eat inputs. So, what can you do about it? This... Never mind, this should do it. Hey, we did it! That was the bone dungeon, and we got a first crystal. If only we got the other, well, 3. Well, we got 2, but the other 2 crystals in 30 minutes as well. 30 minutes? Yikes. I don't want to hear about it. Now my estimate is pretty high, because there's a dungeon, which is also just RNG, where when a final boss of that dungeon appears. So I could save 6 minutes, basically, or could lose 10, and there's nothing you can do about it. Sadly. So I'm surprised nobody donated for floor 2, or that kind of these kind of memes. But more about that later. here we can just take the sand. So that's a pretty cool speed thread. If you're really good, then you also walk up at these points. So yeah, I can do it.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
Yes, I need to walk out anyway.
We have a €5 donation from Van Gaal, who says, "Good luck with the marathon."
Thank you. Feel free to read something about our sponsors and why we have this marathon.
Yeah, for sure. We are raising money for the Dutch Cancer Society, which is a nationwide organization committed to fight cancer while aiming for more cure and a higher quality of life for those already battling the disease. 95% of your donations will go to the Dutch Cancer Society. The other 5% will help improve BSG.
Alright, so I picked up the shield there, which is quite important. Did really not want to forget that. So instead of fighting all these enemies here, by jumping into the sand and then walking to the side, you can skip that entire part. It's really nice. We walk back to town because we got the elixir after killing the boss. So Tristan left us. He basically said, "Hey, I take the treasure, you take the elixir. Peace," and he just walked away. But we got the elixir. So now we healed Kaylee, but she needs to stay in bed. So we will see her again later. So now we leave again. We go to the focus tower, and the focus tower is kind of the middle point of the map. It has all the doors to different biomes. Yeah, this guy is here again, but we don't talk to him. Sucks to be you, dude. Sorry. So after killing the boss, we picked up the sand coin, so I can open this door. There's the fire down here, which I really want for the next dungeons and bosses, and just overall in the game. This is the Libra Temple. We have our next companion here, and it's Phoebe. Phoebe is the real waifu. Don't believe the people that think Kaylee is the waifu. Phoebe is the real waifu. She's also with you the longest, so you know. So we need to go into her city because the entire city froze. She wants to help out a grandpa that's trapped in the basement, and the basement you can only reach by walking the river, but the river is frozen right now. So I have no idea why there's a basement in the river. So yeah, we need to go to the next dungeon, and then we'll fix the snow problem they have going on. This is Wintry Cave. So this is a good setup. Then I can just ask Phoebe to auto, and she will just fire them all and kill them all. So that's a good battle. If it has like 2 scorpions and 1 hedgehog, then it's a bad setup. And then I will glitch the seed. I will do I will do that for most of the enemies here, except the worms, if you saw them already. Except for these guys, because they're not weak to fire, so I have to earthquake them. That's why I picked up Earthquake. I use it in like 3 battles in total, but it's still faster to pick it up than it would be to not to, I believe. I don't know if that's exactly true. For me, it's faster. Catclaw. So Catclaw allows us to climb these walls, and it's also a relatively weak weapon. But later on, when we upgrade it, it gets status effects on it, and these status effects are occasionally pretty nice. For the majority of the monsters, if we need to use actual weapons, it's gonna be the bombs, because the bombs are just overpowered. Like, they're incredibly strong compared to anything else. And for the rest, we just rely on Phoebe to do most of the work, or whichever companion we have at that point. Switch to the bombs, blow up this this wall. That's a shame. So I would just dupe a seed and try again. I would dupe another seed and just try again. This could go on for like 2-3 more battles. I shouldn't have said anything. Nice one, dude. Come on. I have enough seeds now. He doesn't want to do it. In that case, I'll just do this. At this point, it was just faster to fight them and just order her manually to do this. Quake. Please hit. Nice. So it's a lot of remembering the different enemy setups and what the fastest way to kill them is. I will be making mistakes over the course of the run, but that's okay. I'm not a top tier runner of this game. Like I said, I don't even enjoy it. I don't know why I'm doing this. It's a mistake. Yeah, nobody likes this game. I will shout out Al Megas. He made a really good guide for this game. Yeah, if you for some reason want to learn this game, go on Game FAQs. The guide is available there, or go to the Mystic Quest Discord, the Mystic Quest the speedrun.com. There you can find a lot of lovely people that are willing to help you out. Honestly, they would probably just say, don't play that game. Oh, you know, hit me up. I'm also willing to help for sure. No problem there. Now, I'm not gonna dupe any more seeds. So I'll have to use some manual fire. So I'm out of fires. Now the next guy needs a thunder. So that's good. I don't know how many thunders I've left, so... 2. But that seems about right. Thankfully we're faster than the centaur dude. Because that centaur dude likes to confuse you or sleep you. It's just a mess. Nice chair, Tex. Nice chair. Yeah, I heard you as well. Like between the monitors, I saw Tech wiggle on his chair. Tech is distracting me. Honestly, I don't have too much to talk about in this game. It's just kill enemies as quickly as possible for the most part. This is the last random encounter, random stationary encounter. I just call them random encounters. And there is the boss, so we take some more seed. So this guy is pretty tame. Just bombs the thunder and then he quickly dies. If Kappa dies, it doesn't matter. It might even speed the battle up by a tiny bit.
Do we have time for a couple donations?
Yeah, go for it.
We have a 20 € donation by Tjardizard, who says, Mother won the battle against cancer, and she's Dutch as well, so I had to donate. Keep it up for the greater good. And we also have a 5 € donation from Pazuzu Bear, who says, Meet me at floor 2, darling. XO,
No.
XO.
Don't do it, Pazuzu. Don't do it. Hi, Shuri. That's probably Shuri. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, so floor 2, as you heard. So I was talking about this one boss that shows up anywhere where he likes, and usually it's on the bad floor, and then you waste a lot of time. So basically in the dungeon, yeah, he likes to teleport around, and then floor 2 is the worst you can get. So I really, really, really hope he doesn't get there. Because it has just like 10 minutes to the run, and it's a really confusing path, and I'm gonna mess up, and yeah. Let's just hope that doesn't happen. But yeah, we have to walk out again. The squid went pretty well. He killed Kappa, but like I said, it doesn't really matter because Phoebe is strong enough to actually kill him. Like, again, shoutouts to the OST. That's probably the only thing that's good about this game. The music is just phenomenal. I love it. God, it's warm in here. Oh, hi, Shuri. Oops. So the pond with the water of life or whatever is dried up. So we talk to this guy, and he gives us a bottle of water, and we're like, yay, we can save the town now. So we walk back, we go into the town. My bandana keeps slipping down because of the headset. Eventually this will turn into a blindfolded run, so that's pretty cool. Please come to life, you plant. Ah, nothing happened. Nobody expected that. So we go into the inn here for an easy heal. Also, Kappa's flexing over there. It's always nice to see a good flex. We go up, and then we go into the False Basin. I believe this dungeon is called. So we need to shove these pillars and then make a path. Don't shove it into the wall. So we make a path like this, and then yeah, we go to another boss. Just an easy fire on these guys. Are there any questions in chat or something? Is there something I missed in explaining? Definitely feel free to let me know. I like memes too, so if there are memes in chat, that's
Well, some people asks if this is Final Fantasy 1.
If this is Final Fantasy what?
1.
1?
Yeah.
No. This one... this one was basically made between, I believe, 5 and 6. If you would go by, like, official numbers. So, in Europe we never got 1 to 6. And instead we got this one. And then 7 was, like, the first main title that we had in Europe. And yeah, excuse me, I don't know it exactly, but there were a bunch of games missing in American area in the US, and this was basically released before 3 or 6 as we know it. I believe America had 1, 4, Mystic Quest 6, something like that. But please don't quote me on that. Maybe somebody in the crowd knows. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm Dutch myself, you know. So we pick up the heal, which restores our status. I actually almost forgot the seed. That would have been kinda bad. Use a fire to kill these. Yeah, what are they? What are these enemies? Ooh, I do not like that crit. Please don't kill Phoebe. Please don't kill Phoebe. Okay, I will heal with Phoebe. I really don't like doing that, but I absolutely love the boss theme in this game. It's so good.
Would you like me to talk about what we're doing here?
Yeah.
Alright, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the Benelux Speedrunner Gathering. We organize monthly gatherings in the Benelux for speedrunners, and right now we're doing the annual. We're streaming for you live from Bladel. Would like to thank ESA as well for supporting the event and allowing us to stream on their channel for the first time. They provide us with additional equipment as well as experience and knowledge. And this might interest people watching because during BSG Annual, any donation over €5 over the course of the event will make you eligible for one of the 10 Action Hank Steam code kindly donated to us by True Black Shark.
Alright, I picked up the refreshness here. The boss fight was quite sketch there at the end, because he decided to crit Phoebe, so I got kind of scared. But we pick up the refreshness. We don't ever end up using them, but we need them for a glitch that's coming up. And yeah, when I execute that glitch, we skip the 25% of the game that I was talking about, approximately. I haven't played this casually in ages, so I don't know how much it, you know, percentiles skips. Again, just trying to auto Phoebe as much as possible, killing stuff as quickly as possible, as efficient as possible. Otherwise, I need to do some quick menu, like here. I should have used Thunder here. How long I've been running this? Not long enough. or too long. No, I don't know. Like, I've ran it in periods. When I first picked it up as an actual speedrun is... yeah, like a year and a half ago or something. A year ago? Don't quote me on that, I wouldn't know exactly. My PB is still bad, by the way. Like, I'm nowhere close enough, or like good enough to really grind it out for a good time. Don't have the patience and determination. Hi, Mystics. I hope everybody is enjoying the run anyway. This is a bit of an... Don't do that. Okay, nice. Confusion is bad. That's all you need to know. This confusion will also allow me, or allow the character to attack me. And that is really bad. So I have a really interesting way of meshing, because I'm a horrible mesher. I would never be able to play like a Mega Man X or something, right? Just because I can't mesh. I actually mesh with like 2 fingers. Thankfully, you can mesh with 2 fingers. Like, you can mesh with both the A and the B button. So that's that makes it quite nice for me. So these enemies are quite nice because they die from a single bomb attack, and I can just defend with Phoebe. Use the bomb. Usually I outspeed them, so it's a bit unlucky that I didn't outspeed that crab. and then yeah, I can just easily kill them. Save the thunder, so I need to use less seeds, less menuing. It's quite nice. I'm lazy, I'm a speedrunner, so I like to do as little as possible and get as fast through the game as possible, right? So yeah, if the enemy parties are good, I get to do very little, which I enjoy. Needed to heal Kappa there. Bombs, there we go. So I forgot to mention, like it goes so automatic for me. You don't see the enemies in this dungeon. They are there. They're on fixed positions. I know exactly where they are and which enemies they are. But you don't see them. So in the dungeon somewhere in the like the bottom right corner of floor 1, where we didn't come, there's an item which is called a magic mirror, I believe, or just mirror. And yeah, the game kind of wants you to pick that up so you can see the enemies, but I don't need to, because I already know where they are. I'll bet for enough seeds at the end. Might have to dupe one more. I've been a bit generous on the seed. Which isn't a bad thing. I mean, it barely cost any time. That was a bad mash. This is one of my least favorite dungeons because of a section that is coming up in a little bit from now. It's a yeah, a really tight bridge. That's a nice miss, by the way, Phoebe. It's a really tight bridge, and you can fall down, and you really don't want to fall down because that costs you like a minute and a half or something. It costs you ages, which I really don't want to do. Come on, Kappa. Don't die. Curse you, Kappa. So this was a bad battle. Kappa dying and Phoebe missing. That added a turn to that battle. Not much you can do about it. I will actually heal up now. Sorry, the next floor is the tight bridge. Man, I love the music in this game. I wish more modern, you know, OSTs had that really, I don't know, that really rough, like kind of hard rock metal OSTs. There aren't too many modern games that have that. Like when I'm thinking out loud, I think like Painkiller. Oh no, we fell down. Yeah, like sorry, I wanted to make the joke, and then I got lost in my thoughts. But I actually want to fall down once, not twice, just once. To pick up the heal potions and hit the switch. I don't want that one. It's so nice if you can line up your jumps with the music. I mean, you need to keep yourself entertained in the speedrun, right? Yeah, it has good music. I believe I already mentioned that 4 times, but it has good music. So now we need to walk all the way back again, but I really needed armor, otherwise it's practically impossible to kill the next boss, and it's really hard to... yeah, you need to have it for the rest of the game anyway. So I don't actually need to equip That's not what I meant to do. Or should have done, anyway. Whoopsie. I was telling some... What did I say? Thanks. I don't know what I was talking about. Nope, it's completely gone. So this is the bridge I was talking about. I have fallen down there more than I want to admit. So I'm glad it didn't happen now. I messed up. Did I the input to Phoebe? And I can't use that last seed right now, because then I won't have enough magic for the final boss. So I need to dupe one more. That kind of final boss of this dungeon, that is. That's okay. I'll do one more just to be safe. Right, now I should use one of Phoebe, so I can actually kill these enemies. There we go. It's a hard video game. Now the main difficulty of this game comes from remembering all the enemy formations and which attacks you need to use. And, that's also hello. It also differentiates the really good runners with me. So he's standing over there to the right, the ice golem. We don't talk to him. We just walk by. He's only gonna taunt us and fly away anyway. So we'll just walk to where we actually fight him anyway. I don't like to get taunted, so. Don't riddle Kappa. Nice. It's a bit of a 50-50 whether they outspeed those or not, and then it's like a 50-50 whether they riddle, which is confuse. It's just nasty. Another Kappa! Okay, nice. I really don't want to bomb myself, and if Phoebe then throws a fire on our party, then we're dead, and at least such a mess, right? So here we're coming up. I like this part because you get to jump to cross. I for some reason I really enjoy that. Full health. Let's go. Ice Golem is a jerk, like most enemies in this game. He's really he can be really trolly. Like most bosses in this game. Basically all bosses are trolly, except for the squid. The squid is kind of nice. What are you doing, Phoebe? Why are you on auto? Oh well. You can be on auto now to heal yourself. So this is why we picked up that armor, otherwise that would have almost one-shot Kappa. And now he was actually resisting it. It still hurts, I mean, it still takes 1/3 of my health. As long as he keeps using the ice block and not the waterfall that he will use next. But when he gets under an X amount of health, he will start using this waterfall. But he also heals himself with it, instant AoE, so I really don't like that one. But he's getting low now. More fires. Kappa actually outsped him. That is interesting. Ooh, You use a bomb. You actually cure. Just to play it safe. That was a good call. Nice. Not dying on bosses, I will take it. Like, bosses can be incredibly trolly. Like, I will literally say that at every boss, but I do mean it. Like, every boss is trolly. They are, especially later when they get like instant death abilities or petrification or something. Like, you can't guard yourself against that. And if they use the instant death on your companion, I will never pick up the life spell because we skipped that entire section of the game. So it's actually incredibly risky then, you know. If donation tracker wants to say anything, this is a good time.
Yeah, I can talk about the Pokemon runs we're having this night. We have a few incentives for them. There's, for the first one, Pokemon Red Blue Reverse Badge Order. That's gonna be interesting. We have the incentive to choose the Charizard name, which is now a tie between Pikachu and Daily Leaf, and John Cena is after them with €1. The other ones have 5. After that, there's a Pokemon Gold Silver any percent glitchless run, for which there are 3 incentives for names. First one is Rival Name. Second one is Totodile Name with no donations yet, and the last one, Trainer Name, with Oh No, I winning with €20, and Waluigi following it with €5.
Yes. Phoebe left us. Now we go pick up probably the best spell in the entire game. And we need to kill 10 of these battlefields. And this is bad RNG. Very bad RNG. So I want to see 1 squid here, another squid and a sphinx. And on average, you get 2 sphinx battles. But I've seen it, what am I doing? I've seen it up to like 13 sphinx battles compared to like the 10 squid battles. So I just run away from the sphinx battles. So we will see. Like, we're 2-1 now. So yesterday in practice, I actually had the 10 squid in a row, and I had never had that before. So of course that was in practice. The same with Pazuzu, but like the final boss that or the boss that teleports around, I had him on the best floor, on floor 6. So that also almost never happens. So that's 4-2, I believe. That's bad. Yep, we're getting unlucky now. So keep on count, chat. Feel free to count along. This is why my PB is so bad. You know? I record a run and I get this. Thank you. There's nothing you can do about this. It's just, you know, if it's a squid, I kill it. If it's not a squid, I don't kill it. There's nothing more to it. But yeah, the spell we're getting right now is the exit spell, which allows me to exit maps, towns, dungeons. But it also allows me to instantly kill most normal enemies. So we're using it a lot, because Kappa's damage is really, really bad outside his bombs. Or a couple of spells you get later on. But I'll be using that a lot. But it's also really nice to have just for exiting dungeon. Is that 6? 5? 5. I believe like 2 is average. So can you open my No! I'm meant to run! No! No! I did it again! Stop it! Don't kill yourself. There we go. That wasn't even a dorked input, that was just me meshing too far. It happens. Yeah, we got exit. So now we continue into the tower on this side. We need to walk a tiny bit, it's not too bad. We need to shove this pillar against this, yeah, tiny wall thingy. And then we need to walk back. So remember where I picked up the fire? Now we can actually walk past the fire and we can jump over. That will unlock a new area for us. Actually, no. I'm talking nonsense. There's a door there. I'm talking nonsense. Never mind. Yeah, I'm all out of seeds. Well, there's a little glitch coming up in a bit where I will be getting a lot of seeds. So I'll show you. So we're now in the yeah, I called it the volcano biome. I don't know if it has an like an official name or. This is Fireberg, which is a town. I really like Fireberg, but you only yeah, we're only there for like a minute or so. I want a entire 0 seeds. Then I use the seeds and I get a sky coin, and it deletes my cure potions. Then I want 19 cure potions. And then I got these 3 items. And then we exit out. Bye, Fireberg. Bye, Fire Crystal. Yep, we never get to see the Fire Crystal. So we walk down here. All the way back. Sadly, I can't exit or anything, because that would just bring me back to basically the entrance from... well, not the entrance from Fireberg, but on that side of the tower. So I need to walk through it again. And then we walk up here. And we got this coin. Yeah, and we just skipped that entire section of the game. So that's pretty cool. Rope bridge. Now what? I thought it walked automatically here. Now it does. Okay. So this is another hardest fight ever. There's my exit. Okay, that was good. He didn't troll us. It's literally, he's faster, so does he like paralyze you, then you're effed. If he doesn't paralyze you, then you can kill him. There's nothing else to it. Tristan joins us again. Oh, by the way, Ruben, I didn't mention that. Ruben spawned out of nowhere, and then he got trapped down there because he got owned by the mummy. And yeah, he's stuck there. He just spawned. I don't know. I don't understand this game either. So I've got to mention that. Petrify is really bad. Let's hope he doesn't petrify again. He doesn't. Nice. So there are 3 battles here with Tristan. And then he, yeah, we get rid of him again as well. Thankfully, because I hate Tristan. So Tristan doesn't have any fancy spells, he only has life, I believe. Maybe he has something like Blizzard or something. It's useless. So thankfully he can... Yeah, my exit missed, so... And his attack got lowered. so he didn't one-shot the ghost. So there was a nice round of RNG there. Didn't waste too much time. Yeah, like a dash through all these trees, that would be so sweet. Like in Link to the Past, I hear behind me. Yeah. Yeah, I heard that you said it, yeah. I would love that. But sadly. Yeah, this is the Great Deku Tree. But the Great Deku Tree doesn't talk to us, because we need Kaylee. Because Kaylee is, yeah, a hippie. She talks to trees. She also gets poisoned by them, but, you know, what can you do? So we need to go back to Aquaria, which was the second town, the hometown of Phoebe. Yeah, the names are really interesting. You have Windia, you have Aquaria, you have Foresta. Yeah, very, very creative. So we walk back to Aquaria because for some reason, you know how she was poisoned, and we brought the elixir to her and stuff, and she was sick, and you know. So now she's actually in this town somehow. Like she teleported and she got 28 levels stronger. So. Or 20 levels stronger, whatever it is. So I don't know how she did that, but sleeping makes you strong, yeah. That's probably why I'm really bad at video games, because I'm tired all the time. Especially at a marathon like this. I mean, getting 2 hours of sleep here, 4 hours of sleep there, you know, it's I'm not complaining. I love it here. It's amazing. So Tristan leaves us again, and we rescued Spencer. Spencer also leaves, and Tristan is like, "Oh yeah, remember the treasure that you had from the bone dungeon, or that I stole from you? Yeah, you can have it." So Kappa's like, "Why did you give it now? I could have used it earlier. I could have skipped half the game if you gave me that earlier." Yeah, don't give Phoebe explosives, because she explodes this entire tunnel. I don't know why she does it. I have no idea. And then she just walks away. You know, she just casually throws a bomb, and then she says, "Yep, bye, peace." It makes no sense, this entire section. I believe it's because we skip in part, so we do stuff out of sequence. I'm not entirely sure. Like, it has been like 20 years since I played this casually, so you know. Or the proper route. Yeah, and like I said, she's level 31 now. I actually gotta remember to use exit, because I'm lazy, I don't wanna walk. So we walk back to the focus tower again. Yeah, this part of the game is a bit tedious, a lot of walking. But the glitch earlier with the well, pretty much unlimited seeds and the potions, that's pretty cool. So I will grab these extra bombs. So we walk through this door again. And now we walk out. However, we go back in. And you might think, why is that? Well, because I want the exit on that side of the dungeon. Then we go up here. Of the tower, it's not a dungeon. Best music in the game. Yeah, when you're blind, you turn around. Like I said, I don't understand this game either. We grab the arrow spell, which is a really useful spell for the next dungeon and a couple of bosses. And then we go back into the forest. Sadly, when you leave an area and you come back in, the monsters respawn. So we gotta kill these 3 monsters again. Actually, so as you can see, like, Kappa's 20 levels on the level basically at this point. He will always go last just because his stats are so terrible. I hope this kills them, I'm not entirely sure. For science. Pew! I love that sound effect. It doesn't. Experiment failed. Oh, really? So I'm like 1 level short? Ah. But Elmagus hasn't, you know, written that in his notes. I blame everyone except myself. Yeah, now I'm level 12. Thankfully, even though Kappa is dead, you still get levels. No, it's not level 12. Yeah, you didn't tell me that. Yeah, the claw increases your magic. I actually didn't know that, or at least I wasn't aware of it. The sword increases your agility, your speed. And then the sword increases your it's agility, and the claw is the magic. The axe and bombs don't really do anything, or anything at all. Petrify is a bit of a shame. At least it gets cured immediately after. So this one I need to exit. Strike first, that's nice. So we just X these trees. For some reason they are weak to axes. I don't know why. This is one of my least favorite dungeons though. It's incredibly long, a lot of menuing. Dungeon is quite confusing as well the first time when you play it. But by now I have it memorized, of course. And in this tree there are a lot of mushrooms you need to chop down. I guess it's because the tree is sick or something. That would make sense. But you get to play with the claw. The audio on my headset just went up. That is, yeah, if you could turn that down a tiny bit. Thank you, this is good. Yeah, in a big tree there are tiny trees. I don't get it. Like I said, I don't understand this game either. It's just there. Oh, nice. Instant death, dude. Yeah, so this is the point where enemies start getting instant kill, because instant kill is a really good mechanic. Doom and stuff are just amazing. A lot of counterplay. Yeah, Doom is pretty amazing. Yeah, thankfully, it's that the bosses later on also get Doom Dance, which is the instant death spell. So it's an amazing mechanic, like I said. Actually forgot to heal up. That was a bit of a shame. Yep. I don't want to accidentally take a wrong pillar because that would, you know, cause me to walk all around again. And it's messy. This should kill them if Kappa doesn't die. He died by 1 HP. The classic. Hmm? Of course, yeah. So I actually menu all the way to Kaylee because I don't want to accidentally drop an input and use exit. That would be really bad. So I would rather plus that Kaylee has a lot more white magic than Kappa does. But that is the worst that can happen, that you accidentally use... really? I don't know what I'm doing anymore. That's okay though. It's incredibly warm in here, by the way. Is that just me, or...? These leeches are being jerks. I guess there's nothing we can do about the heat though, so I'll just sit it out. So we need to kill a lot more leeches here. Like, this is the proper setup. So I can just kill those with one tornado. So sadly we got the bad encounters there. That thing reflects. So I will claw it. Hopefully that works too. But hopefully I hit Petrify on it. And then it just instantly dies. Like, it's either Petrify or Death, or I don't know what's on my claw, but it instantly kills him when the status procs. Yeah, I don't really like this dungeon. The mushroom cutting part is coming up in a tiny bit from and battles are annoying. And, yeah. Boss fight is annoying. It's not a great dungeon. What can you do? Still better than Pursuer's Tower though. There we go. Thank you, Kappa, for going fast. I took the wrong way. I blame being tired. That was really bad. Incredible. Never done that in ages. All the people in chat judging me right now. Feel free to judge. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know if there are any donations or anything. I just need to kill stuff. There isn't too much going on.
We don't have any donation yet, but I can give a shout out to our sponsor ViewSonic, who supports the event with several monitors for the streaming area, as well as several practice monitors. Obviously with minimal latency for speed and accuracy. They simply understand gamers and want to show their support to continue BSG and to spread the love to gamers in Europe. Also, for the people in chat, remind that if you are a Twitch Prime user, you can consider using your free monthly subscription right here on the ESA channel. You will get access to both the ESA and BSG emotes, and you get to support both events.
Volt is judging me. Well, Volt is literally the only guy that is not allowed to judge me. Hi, Volt. It's nice that occasionally familiar names pop up. I really enjoy that. So yeah, shout out to a bunch of people from my own channel. I mostly stream Lufia Ancient Cave, which is coming up later this week, and a lot of my regulars are from that community. So shout out to all of them. You know who you are. Without them, I would have never picked up this game. So damn you guys as well. So we climb this wall, we fall down, we climb the wall, fall down, climb the wall. We fall down. Which is what I really didn't want to do. I blame this controller. It dropped the A input. This dungeon is going well. Nice. It's not too far. That has never happened to me before. Pretty sure it has happened before, just not to me. There we go. See? When you hold the A button, it's so much easier. That was silly. Yeah, I don't have any US systems or games, or so I need to play everything on emulator, and I got a USB Super Nintendo controller. So I couldn't plug that into an actual console that we have here, of course. I had to borrow somebody else's controller. Not used to this one. Like, not using it as an excuse. It happens. I should just buy my own controller. Never use it. I use it once a year. The skeletons can also... Well, 2 skeletons can die from 1 tornado, so that's nice. Then we take this door. Here we need to do a lot of wood chopping. Fun and exciting gameplay. I gotta say, Kappa does it with some class, though. You know, he's really going for it, and he does it one-handed. Like, I don't know how you do it one-handed. He's going for it. It's quite, how do you say that? Admirable? So when they use Drain on Kaylee, and I don't miss, they actually don't heal, but they take damage. Because she has like a Drain protection or something. So that's kind of what I hope that they do. But then I miss with a claw anyway, so in the end it doesn't matter. Again, they reflect, so I can't use spells on them. I gotta actually bomb, claw, or axe them, depending on how many they are. I change up the strategy between claw and bomb. Actually need to heal now. So we're almost to the boss. Like, this dungeon is incredibly long. But the boss is pretty interesting. He has a weakness to arrow, so we'll be casting that around a lot. But he also has Petrify, and if he uses Petrify twice in a row, yeah, bad stuff happens. So let's hope I didn't just jinx myself. Like I said, every boss can be trolly. Almost there, like 4 more battles or something. Nice. That is what I want to see. That they just kill themselves with the drain on Kaylee. That's really good. Here we need to switch to arrow. Double arrow on these guys. Hopefully they don't kill Kappa. Because that fire spell, as you can see, deals quite some damage. Thankfully Kappa outsped them, so that's nice. No. Bombs actually. There we go. I just love how these slimes like get jelly, you know, they split up almost. There are a couple of I missed. There are a couple of others that are really fun. For example, these skeletons, they like the shields crack and the swords are broken and the heads go like tilted. But in the volcano area, there's a boss which is basically a Medusa. She loses all the snakes on her head. It's amazing. She becomes a bald woman. It's hilarious. I believe we will see her once in like all the way at the end of the game. Don't hit. Thank you. There was Doom Dance. That is Confuse. So these skeletons are quite nasty. But they actually somewhat behaved. And this is the boss of this dungeon. I'll use some seeds, actually heal up to full. When you die, you can just reset, as you saw earlier. Like you can reset the fight, but if you forgot to heal, you go into the battle and you instantly wipe. Then you go back in with the same amount of health that you had previously, which is obviously really bad. I don't want to see earthquakes. So you always got to make sure that you fully heal up. He takes massive damage from the arrow. So usually this boss fight isn't too long, as long as he doesn't troll you. He loses the goat at first, and then Lion looks angry. I just love it. Whee! Now he's a bit trolly because he's focusing on Kappa. Nothing I can't handle. Oh. That is not good. Don't use stone gas and outspeed me now. Please. Please, 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 please. Yep. This is bad. Don't use it again, please. That's what I said. Like, if he uses Petrify 2 or 3 times in a row, there's a good chance that you're dead. Just unlucky. Nothing to do about it. Oh no. I even switched to sword, hoping that I would be faster. Of course not. Come on, Ghidorah, behave. He's not behaving. Well, I mean, at least he's not petrified, but he's not behaving. So he has the petrified gas and the paralysis gas. And the paralysis gas is good because well, Kaylee is immune to that. Petrified gas is really bad, obviously. You heal all. Stop being a jerk, please. Playing it safe there with the cure. It doesn't matter anyway, because I'm going to die to another petrify. Ooh. Lucky. Playing it safe again. Where we're keeping Kaylee on auto, so she can decide what we need the most, and we kill it. Oh. Stressful. So in the background it says Goon Kid. So, Goon Kid! Feel free to spam chat with Goon Kid. So, because we never did a volcano area, this is still completely clouded. Usually you see stuff happening now. Yeah, we seem to shaking and nothing else. Which also means that I need to navigate that entire area in the clouds, which is usually not a problem. So I should know where I'm going, but so we don't exit out yet, because in this little corner over here there is a spell that I really want, which is the meteor spell. And meteor spell actually makes Benjamin moderately useful. Very cool gameplay. So once we grab this, now I can exit out. We go down to the right, up, and there's Windia. So first things first, I want to buy this, and then no, don't body block me, woman. I go up here because we glitched. Other than the Sky Coin, we glitched some more items, and one is the teleporter, like the teleporter key. The key for this teleporter. There we go. So this is back in Fireberg. Usually you need to do a bunch to actually get the key to this guy's house, and then you can teleport and blah de blah. We skip all of that. So we walk up to Otto here. Are you Otto? Yes, I'm Otto, and there's a lot of wind. And please help me out by killing the boss that causes all the wind. So that's exactly what we're going to do. To the right here. And up. And Mount Gil. This is a pretty straightforward dungeon. It's incredibly short. There are like 5 battles in total or something like that. It's easy. The boss can again be a bit of a jerk. Not much you can do about that. You use Meteor and you use a single arrow. Because Meteor can kill every enemy here, up to 2 of them. Doom Dance is really bad. So remember what I said about the instant death ability that enemies start getting now? It's really fun. So we keep walking up, teleport or hook over, jump over, keep on walking. If there's anything you guys wanna talk about, this is a good moment up until the boss, basically.
Alright. We want to thank everyone in the chat for watching the Benelux Speedrunner Gathering. We organize monthly gatherings in the Benelux for speedrunners, and we're streaming for you live from Bladel in the Netherlands. What we do is raise money for the Dutch Cancer Society, which is a nationwide organization committed to fight cancer while aiming for more cure and a higher quality of life for those already battling the disease. 95% of your donations will go to the Dutch Cancer Society. The other 5% will improve BSG. Now remember that during BSG Annual, any donation over €5 over the course of the event will make you eligible for one of 10 Action Hanks team codes, kindly donated to us by True Black Shark.
Feel free to talk some more about like upcoming incentives and that kind of stuff. I have a few more battles to go here.
Alright, as tonight we have some Pokemon runs. We're gonna have a Pokemon Red Blue reverse batch order, for which there is an incentive for the Charizard name. It's still a tie between Pikachu and Daily Leaf, so if you wanna suggest a new name or do a tiebreaker, well, just donate. Then there's a Pokemon Gold Silver run for any percent glitchless, which has a total of 3 incentives for names. We have a rival name, which has no name set yet, so if you want to snipe that one, you can also snipe the total name. The trainer name, however, has a $20, €20 donation that is set for Oh No I name, which should be interesting if it ends up winning. And after that we have Pokemon Alpha Sapphire any percent with another 4 names you can bid for. You can bid for Kyogre name, Latias name and the trainer name. Those ones have no names yet. However, there's a Mudkip name set for Bluffkip at €5. And finally for the Pokemon, we have a Pokemon Puzzle League where you can choose the Pokemon that you want the runner to play with. It can either be Squirtle, Pikachu or Bulbasaur, so if you wanna snipe that one, then be sure to choose it in the donation incentive.
Alright, so this is Dullahan. Yeah, he looks a bit like a headless horse. Headless man? The headless horse, headless man. He can be incredibly trolly, because that one is Doom Dance. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill myself now, so I can't beat him anymore. Doom Dance wipes my has a chance to wipe the character instantly, and if he uses that on Kaylee, the battle is over. So, wow, nice start, dude. Like, I just don't want to see it. So whenever he uses the Doom Dance, as it's called, feel free to spam some doo-doo-doos. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. adding adding extra insult. Jongen, jongen. So I hope this won't happen like for the next 10 minutes. Nothing can do about it. That's why my estimate is so high. This is an incredibly, incredibly trolly game. One of the reasons why I don't like the speedrun. So then we come back to the story why I submitted the speedrun. Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't... Suddenly I had this surge and I did it, and then afterwards I regretted it, clearly. Come on, dude. Please behave. That's good. But she's immune to sleep, so please keep using sleep on Kaylee. I do have my sword and not my... Should have been using the claw. I didn't realize I had the sword out. So the claw deals more damage. That's the difference. I'm just playing it incredibly safe at this point. Come on, dude. Now give me more of those, so I can actually deal with that. So I want Kappa to do most of the damage here, because he has a meteor, and as you can see that just deals a lot of damage to him. Rather than the 700 of Kaylee, I deal like 1600. Yeah, close to 1700. You can attack now. Never mind, you can't attack. Kaylee needs glasses. I'm out. And then he outspeed. That is super unlucky, because that makes it so that Kappa died. Use the seed. You heal. Don't use Doom Dance. Okay. Yeah, this is still a thing. Pretty sure. Okay, now we can go for the kill. Oh, one tornado actually did it. I don't damage count, like, the numbers aren't easy enough. I guess it's 1680 damage or something. Yeah, I'm not that good at math. Go back to Otto. Yo, Otto. We got a rock or something, and now he fixes the wind. And then his daughter was kidnapped by Pazuzu or something, or she went to play in this monster-infested tower. I'm not entirely sure. So she's right here. So we're gonna talk to her. Your dad is waiting for you, and she's like, "Oh, let's go home." And she walks out and she goes back. This is Pazuzu's tower, and this is the worst dungeon in the entire game. For the single reason that yeah, the final boss or the boss of this place just goes where he wants to. So he could lose me a lot of time, or make the run or this place really easy for me. So we'll see. You saw him for a moment there in the top left corner. So we actually don't talk to him on the first floor, because that makes it so that he spawns at the third floor, and that way you can somewhat manipulate where he goes. It just makes the routing easier, basically. It ain't the right input, so I hope I accept the left guy and not the right guy. So, the right guy actually has reflect again, so I don't wanna run into that reflect. that hurts. But they're weak against bombs, so that's nice. Are there any questions in chat? Okay. Nice. Thanks. Yeah. Thank you to everyone in chat that's being, helpful in chat. It's really nice that a lot of people are there and helping others. Answering questions. And shout outs to you guys.
We do have €1 donation by Polyster who says, Mystic Quest? I sure hope the runner doesn't miss the incentive. I'm sorry.
The Doom Dance missed, thankfully. Wait, thank you for the donation. So these guys are real jerks, but thankfully we can just life them away when it hits. I mean, it can miss, so. But they have a wide range of status effects and just bad stuff. They can petrify me. They can sleep me, I believe. It's just bad. So these guys again, just Kaylee on auto. They will first turn mostly always blind, which is nice because then Kaylee in the second turn can just cure it, and I finish them off with the bomb. So these battles are not too bad, actually. Shout out to the music again, while Kappa died here. Man, I love to get music in this game. A fly just landed on my leg, and it startled me. Yes. No, floor 6. Floor 6. So, I will explain. As you can see, we're now going up up the mountain, or up the tower. Nice Doom Dance, dude. We are now between floors 5 and... Yeah, that's floor 5. We want to go all the way up to 7, and then for 7 we go down to 6. And hopefully he is on 6, and he is not on floor 2 or 1, because that means that I need to go all the way down again, check every floor except floor 3, where he is, and I need to hit a bunch of switches so he doesn't teleport away again. Because he basically stands in an elevator right now, so he can just fly all around that he wants. So we need to actually hit the switches, which blocks him in. So if we get a good pattern, he's on floor 6. If we get a bad pattern, he's on 2 or 1. If we get an average pattern, which is still bad, he's on 5 or 4. So I really, 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 really hope he's on floor 6, like yesterday in practice, so that's never gonna happen. Which part do I like the most? Yeah, none. No, probably the first couple of dungeons are kind of cool. Because yeah, no particular reason. Like, it's not a really hard menu or anything. So it's all pretty fast. Like, you can execute it fast. Whether you get lucky or not, that's a second. Yes, this is why these are like the worst battles in this tower. But I would say the like the first half of the run, basically everything before 3, I kind of like that. And the final dungeon is pretty cool. Go away! I want to see Tex run around with a fly swatter. Don't hit me! Okay, I really hope Kappa doesn't die here. Ooh, nice. So yeah, feel free to start chanting floor 6 if you want to support me. I want to see the entire chat, like from top to bottom, full with floor 6. That doesn't matter. Somebody will screenshot it. Yeah, not Pazuzu wrecked. I don't want to see that emote. Elmegas has an emote with a Pazuzu's face and then underneath wrecked. And then the emote is called Megas Floor 2 or something like that. It's a good emote, but I don't want to see those. I do not want to see those. That was a bit of a sloppy menu. No! Oh, do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. One of the guys on tech is do-do-doing along with me. I don't think you can hear that. No! That was sloppy. Oh well. Thankfully, like... So I'm gonna try to explain this as well as I can. It's a bit tricky, but meshing in this game is pretty cool. So obviously the menus have to mesh, and then unless I have everything in the memory where I want it, then I can just hold down the button. And then these text here, I gotta mesh those again. Oops, I shouldn't have done that. So it's a mix between like holding the button and meshing, and I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. When I switch from one run to another run, when I switch from Lufia to Mystic Quest, the menuing is really different because for some reason it feels that in Lufia it's like instant, like I can really menu as fast as I possibly want. To where in this game it's more like based around sort of timing. Like you can still go really fast, but if you go too fast, then it basically eats an input. As you can see, like when you're walking, it's incredibly slow, but you can kind of like, while it's already like taking step to the right, can already hold down. So I can kind of buffer the inputs. Where in for example in menuing in Lufia, it's like instant, and you can basically like frame perfect menu. Where here it's a bit slower. Yeah. What do I need? No. Yeah, I do that later. Next time we are in Windia, that's where I do it. I know what you're talking about. Later, I'm gonna buy 0 cure potions and then use the cure potions, and then we glitch in some more items. That's what they're talking about, but that's after this dungeon. So here there's a treasure chest with flare in it, which is the strongest spell that we're gonna get. I think the strongest spell in the game, if you don't count exit. Then we can kill stuff a lot easier, which is nice. And we also get to see whether we have a floor 6 or not. And a couple more battles from now. So we're on floor 6 right now. If we're lucky, Pazuzu's here. If we're unlucky, he is not here. I think 2 more battles before we can see it. So. Wish me luck. Time to start chanting. Floor 6, floor 6, floor 6, floor 6. Feel free to chant, guys. Not floor 2, yeah, I will take it. Wrecked. He's not here. Boo! That sucks. Marathon luck. Riot. That's such a nice sound. Sound of flare. That or something. I fucking love it. Sorry, language. For some reason they outspeed Kaylee now. It's a bit unlucky. Come on, floor 5. Okay, good enough. So I need to go down to floor 4, hit the switch there, then talk to him here. Floor 5 is, yeah, the second best kind of you can get. I hope I don't, like, draw a blank and forget where to go. This place is really confusing. Like, if you ever play this casually, it's incredibly confusing. It's just not fun. It's really not a fun dungeon. But at least it's not floor 2, so I'll take it. I need to give him a seed. So there are like different routes in this dungeon that you need to take. If you like, depending on which floor he is at, it just gets really confusing when nervous like me right now. Anyway, I hope everybody's enjoying the run. Yeah, these enemies can't talk too much about it. You know, the middle guy is weak to arrow, strong against fire. So I have Kaylee kill him first, and I can just kill the mages with the flare. It's not much to talk about with these enemies. And I can kill 2 of them at the same time. So I have Kaylee just kill 1 of them here. There we go. Then we hit the switch. Actually, gotta make sure that I actually hit the switch. It's quite important. Otherwise, he, yeah, I don't know, he probably warps to like floor 2 or something. We have the same problem again. Boop. Now we gotta walk back. All the way back.
Do you want me to talk about bonus games we have?
Yeah.
So, coming out soon enough, we have a couple incentives for bonus games in the marathon, which are Cat Mario Warpless, No Out of Bounds, and The Addams Family Any %. They're both like really crazy games. I saw The Addams Family Any %
Oh.
in the practice room, and it had a crazy glitch that skips like basically all the game, or at least 25 or 30 minutes. So
Like
that'd be cool to watch.
Yeah, this is. I believe this is the problem. Can somebody close the door over there, please? It's actually, you know, I don't want to be that guy, but it's working on my nerves. I thought Nep behind me said something, kind of threw me off. Fly. There we go. Pazuzu. This guy has a mechanic where he will basically drop the spell shield to reflect. Whenever he does that, I don't want to attack him, so I'll make sure not to attack him at these moments. Other than that, he has Petrify, which could be bad, and he can deal a lot of damage. So I hope he will behave. Kinda risky, but I will take the risk. And now he goes into Spell Shield. So now I really don't want to use spells on him. But that gives me a nice opportunity, if Kappa didn't die, to use a Seed. So we'll use a Seed and heal with Kaylee. And now he goes back out of his spell shield. And that's Stone Beak. That is really bad. That's the petal. Like I said, every boss can troll and will troll. The only good boss we've had is like... Okay, it's actually missed. Has been the squid, isn't it? How different from last time I ran this. Like then I didn't die a single time on the bosses, which was quite extraordinary as well. But the battles were trolley. Can you do? You really need to heal yourself, woman. As long as it keeps using windstorms and stuff, that's fine. I just don't want to see the stone beak. Okay, time for a seed. He's not in his reflect yet. For some reason, I thought he was a turn late. Whatever. Ooh, that was a crit. You defend. You cure. In case he outspeeds Kaylee, which can happen. That would have been bad. So he outspeeds Kappa by dropping the shield. Can you stop? Please! Have mercy! But that really like messes up my damage. Like I could have had 2 extra turns of damage into him that I now basically lose. Nothing to do about it. Actually, you just use the seed again. You heal. God, dude. Should have kept Kaylee in auto technically. But I also wanted Kaylee on full health. My risk didn't pay out. I hope I can get like 2 good turns of damage into him right now. Would be nice. He doesn't have too much health anymore. As you can see, this is his last... he's really angry now, as you can tell by the red eyes. Don't talk about that bird, please. That will come eventually. Not yet. So he is a big brother. We're gonna fight him later. He's not fun. Thank you guys. Really, really hard boss fight. Oh, come on. And we get the last crystal. We skipped one. So we have 3 crystals now, but apparently the game thinks, hey, we got 4 anyway. The crystals don't do anything at all. We don't need that chest, and there's a sky coin, but we already have 2 different sets of sky coin in our in our inventory. I exit, because we can go back into Windia, and then I need to do a glitch here. I'm gonna save real quick in case I mess up, which I shouldn't. Actually, let me check. Yep. I buy 0 cure potions. So this was the glitch that somebody in chat talked about earlier. I buy 0 cure potions. Then I talk to Otto here. And we get Ruben. We meet Ruben for the first time after he fell down the rope bridge. Kaylee leaves. Bye, Kaylee. We got Ruben. Ruben is incredibly bad compared to Kaylee. Then we use this and we get a lot of new items. And then we talk to him again. And he's like, oh, you got a thunder rock. Here, we just spawned it in an inventory. How nice. And then, yeah. I exit out actually. So there's a bunch of glitching and places we need to visit, and we need to do it all in the proper order. This game has some flashing going on, by the way, so if you're sensitive to that, then I guess I should have mentioned that earlier, shouldn't I? We go back to Windia. And then we go... up. No, we talked to Kaylee first, actually. So we need to go to the ship. But we need the captain's head first, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there we go. Fast to exit out again. You go back in. Now we can actually walk to the ship. So it's a bunch of stuff that you need to do all in a row. Sometimes it gets a bit confusing because my memory is bad. Then we're in this place. And now we're on the ship. But the ship has a lot of monsters and an evil mist. We've got to clear it first before we can actually use it. Yeah, that doesn't actually kill me. Nice. That's not nice. So now I need to do another menu to just heal Ruben again. So Ruben only has white and life, so we lose arrow. We don't have the thunder that Phoebe has, and Ruben is just really bad, sadly. The girls really carry this run. That's for sure. So I defend with Ruben on this particular fight, and then I just use flare, and that wipes them. Thankfully, Ruben will leave very shortly again, so that's nice. And then we get Phoebe. Phoebe is the strongest character we're gonna get. So. Kinda excited for Phoebe. Nice. Almost done at this place. We pick up this chest. That's the Gaia armor, which is the best armor we're gonna get. And Ruben is still hurt from falling down that bridge, so he's gonna leave again in a tiny bit. Tristan and Spencer come back, and they are like, yeah, Kaylee wanted to talk to you, or Phoebe, I don't know, somebody wants to talk to me. So we need to go back to the inn, because they are waiting for us over there. There's Phoebe. Ruben is being a drama queen. I'm so hurt. I'm going to sleep. Goodbye. And then Phoebe joins. Phoebe is, yeah, like I said, the best character that you can have. The widest variety of spells, really high attack power or magic power. He tells us a bit about the prophecy. And now we can actually take the ship to the final dungeon, the Doom Castle, with the best music. So again, like I said, like if you forget to talk to one person, then you well, at a couple of points, if you for example, do your item glitches wrong, then you can actually softlock the game. But if you forget to talk to one person, then you can't advance. Like you need to do a lot in a row there. It can be a tiny bit confusing. We did it. Final dungeon. This is also the longest dungeon with the best music. So I kind of enjoy this part. Shouldn't say it too loud, because then the game is gonna troll me. But I do enjoy. Ah. I never said that. I never said I enjoyed Mystic Quest. I forgot to switch to the claw, so I didn't actually kill the ninjas. That's okay though. One of them suicided himself. So I'm gonna do a safe strat here, which I would always do, honestly, knowing my luck. We grab this this treasure here, which has the Aegis shield, and Aegis shield is good. Because it gives protection against petrify and just a bunch of like status other stuff. It takes about like a minute to grab it, but it can save you like 5 minutes. Most of the time it's worth it, unless you're going for like world record, but I don't know why you would do that anyway. Trying to grind out floor 6 Pazuzus, not my cup of tea. No. Now we walk left, we walk up here, throw a bomb, jump over, gonna seed. I don't know if I needed it, tiny bit. So this is a reskin of the first boss, but the developers were a bit lazy. Because they were so lazy that he literally has the same resistances as the first boss. He obviously deals more damage and has more health. Really? Oh, I've sorted him. I'm a dummy. But the developers, allow me to actually exit this guy. So like I said, they took the resistances of the first boss, but in the first boss we didn't have exit yet. So the developers were like, why should we put that in, right? Why should we make him resistant to exit? Because you don't have exit anyway. And then they forgot about this guy. So that's pretty nice. Nice for me anyway. Don't hit. Nice. Phoebe's so slow. That is unlucky that he decided to clone himself. So that adds an extra turn. So I need to do a lot of switches and stuff. So I hope I do it all right and I don't forget a switch somewhere. This part I really don't like. You forget one switch and you can't continue and you need to figure out which switch it is. I really dislike this part. Oh, that's the Medusa, by the way, that loses her hair. That I named earlier. I love her sprite. It's so cool. Usually I forget about this one, so glad I did it now. Then I need this one. Then I need this one. It's almost a shame that the battle theme is interrupting the Doom Castle theme, even though the battle music is really nice. It's almost a shame. Almost. A lot of strike first, which is nice. shank this statue. RNG. I don't know. Maybe agility has some influence to it. I don't know. It's just RNG as far as I know. And shank this one. Jump over. I hope that I didn't forget that one. No, because I actually remembered to do it. Nice. Actually didn't forget a switch. You can clap for that. Slow clap. And then we come up to not the ice golem, but the stone golem. So incredibly, yeah. They really like the reskins. Let me put it that way. I exit and I fire. And he... okay, nice. I thought he used Doom Dance there. Thankfully he didn't. And we exit him away as well. Good job, devs. Yeah. So this is basically like the world of like the ice worlds, right? Like you see the tile set and that kind of stuff. The previous one was a copy of the Bone Dungeon. So the next one is going to be the volcano area that we completely skipped. So if you're wondering what that looks like, well, we're walking up to it. It had these colors. Can't say much more. And a Medusa. Hi Medusa, or whatever your name is. I love that sprite. It's my favorite. Well, the dogs with a white flag in the tail is pretty good as well. Game has a lot of humor. There are also other Mystic Quest games. Well, that's not technically not true, but I believe they were released for the Game Boy. And they share some of the sprites with this game. They, if I recall correctly, they also have the same where the sprites change over the course of the damage. But I never played any of those games. I believe they were only called Mystic Quest in the US though, like, and they had like different names here. It's really confusing how they release all their games. Maybe somebody in chat can explain that better. But these sprites you can see in a couple of different games. We're almost up to the boss. So the next boss is the Twin-Head Dragon, I believe his name is. He hits hard. Like, he doesn't have that many status status effects or stuff, but he hits hard. So I hope he gives us some kind of a nice pattern and doesn't troll too bad. Then generally it's not too big of a problem. I wanna kill one of his heads as quickly as possible, because then it will deal less damage. So White and Arrow work really well on him. Flare doesn't, sadly. So that is a really strong attack. I don't want to see that. Okay, one of his heads is down now. So Yep. Ooh, okay. I don't like it when he outspeeds Phoebe. That's really sketch. He doesn't have too much health though. Like we deal so much damage at this point with the arrow and white. Nice. Very good fight. Very good. Thank you guys. You defend. Just don't use Doom Dance. That's fine. Bye, doggies. So I picked up the Aegis shield to protect myself from Petrify. So of course these doggies don't use Petrify. Like every time, dude. I can actually fall down here, so I need to look where I'm walking. And then we can go in here. Oh, he suicides. That's totally fine. That is not totally fine. So this is the final part, by the way. The boss of this part is Zoo, which is the older brother or whatever from Pazuzu, and he's also known as Jerkbird. He's basically called Jerkbird in the splits of everyone, because he has an ability which is Doom Dance. Yeah, again, which is the do. And I really don't want to see that. And he has the same, you know, the reflect. This is why I picked up the shield. It actually worked. Nice. Otherwise, I was dead there. I will never complain about the shield again. I guess this dungeon is sort of based on Pazuzu's tower, even though I don't remember that you could fall down in Pazuzu's tower, but you know. That would make it easy though, if you could just fall down the elevator right on Pazuzu's head and you could just fight him immediately and didn't have to walk around. Man, that would have been nice. Hello, let me run, so I don't have magic. Thank you. That's rude. But we're getting somewhat close to the end now. Just Zoo in the final boss. Why did it use me here? I need to use Flare. Please don't kill me. Nice. I thought it was some Flare, my bad. But what's it called? The Chimera was the last one, and he's actually strong against fire. Don't fall down, don't fall down. They had to hit the Doom Dance. So it's fast to just run at that point. I will defend with Phoebe, because Kappa can just kill it. Kill them all with one flare. Well, before we get to the end, I guess you guys can talk about donations and that kind of stuff again. The last time.
For sure. Just so people know, we are raising money for the Dutch Cancer Society, which is a nationwide organization committed to fight cancer, while aiming for more cure and a higher quality of life for those already battling the disease. 95% of your donations will go to the Dutch Cancer Society. The other 5% will help improve BSG. Also, ViewSonic is sponsoring the event and supports us with several monitors for the streaming area as well as several practice monitors, obviously with minimal latency for speed and accuracy. They simply understand gamers and want to show their support to continue BSG and to spread the love to gamers in Europe. Also, during BSG Annual, any donation over €5 over the course of the event will make you eligible for one of 10 Action Hank Steam codes, kindly donated to us by True Black Shark.
Thank you. Almost there. Almost there. Any more questions in chat? Not really. Ask me some questions, chat. And just, you know, keep the donations coming. What did I do? Oh, in here. Oops. Keep the donations coming. So last year when I ran this at well a monthly BSG, we had a bunch of Gordon Ramsay memes, but it was like during night shift, so the you know the level was kind of low. We had like a donation war about pineapple pizza being good and bad, and it was hilarious. It really pulled me through the run.
We have a few questions from chat.
Yeah.
Zelda Dictate asks, how are you feeling, Mr. Runner?
Tired. Yeah, I've had like 2 hours of sleep here, and 2 hours of sleep there, and 4 hours of sleep here, and tired.
So how many energy drinks did you have today?
How many what?
Energy drinks?
I have one yesterday before I went to bed, but I haven't had any today. Yeah, cola, if that counts, but that's it. Nice do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do.
Betsy asks, Dad, are we there yet?
Are we there yet? Almost. Almost. So this is Zoo, and he's a jerk. We call him Jerkbird. We call him Jerkbird. Do-do-do. We're almost there. Come on, dude. So he's going into his reflect phase right now, most likely, which is, I believe it is this turn. Yeah, it's this turn. Wow. Kappa outspeeding Phoebe. That never happens, dude. Like, agility RNG in this game is really wonky. So he can, he's programmed incorrectly. He can actually use Psych Shield as an attack. Ah, I miscounted. Which deals 1 damage. So they nice miss. They messed up there. That's good. No more doo-doo-doos. No. And he goes back in his shield. I just love this sprite. You know, with the arm kind of hanging down, but he's still fighting. Looking angry at me. No more doo-doo-doo-doos. It's almost... No! Can I go for it? I'll go for it. One more. That's what I was afraid of. Don't do. No! Damn it. That was my fault. That was my fault. That was me risking it. He is such a jerk. A jerk bird. Now you know why. Stop! Yeah, so this can literally just continue for like 4, 5, 6 more deaths, like, and there's just nothing you can do about it. Kill me, thank you. At least you have a free, like, re-entry in a battle. At least the devs were nice enough to add that in. I'm killing the horse first because he also has to do. It might be like somewhat suboptimal, but I will just take it. Nice. Yeah, keep using the side shield. I like it. Because that doesn't hurt. Yeah, good job. Keep going. I like it. Oh, I'm still on sword. I'm not on claw. Oh well. Lost a bit of damage there. That's okay. I hate you. So yeah, this basically shows the other side of Mystic Quest speedrunning. Bad RNG. Even on like the second last boss, it's just going over estimate probably. Nothing to do about it. Just bad bosses. Literally nothing I could do about it. That sucks though. Dude. Can we get like a file name for next game, like called Doo-Doo-Doo? That would be amazing. Everybody donate for the Doo-Doo-Doos. That's what I want to see. I want to see Doo-Doo-Doos. Come on, dude. Come on. Nice. That's the stuff. That's unlucky. Don't you dare. He had to outspeed Phoebe again. Which is rare that it happens. Yeah, you still don't have flare. You know what? Use arrow. That's still pretty good. Woo! Well, I'm not gonna make estimates, but that's okay. So we walk a tiny bit. Can't use exit because then I literally teleport all the way out. But we can fall down here. Just jump over. Huh? No. I can just use exit level 22, right? Like it's level 26 where you have different threats. Yeah. Okay, good. I believe it's like level 23 and 24. Or... Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, it actually heals you. So, this boss, it would have been Mystic Quest if it didn't have a glitch. I love the scene, by the way, in this background. It's so nice. We can basically heal him to death. So we cure him, and it deals so much damage. And then we cure him, and we cure him. But wait, you're healing him! How amusing! Is that all you can muster? Also, look at the bottom right of his sprite. He is wielding a bow and an arrow in one hand. Because why not? And then we heal him again, and then it's time. And now you know why I hate this game. It's fun when it goes well. Yeah, it's fun when it goes well, but there are just so many points in a run that are so incredibly trolly, and like being a dungeon in the last half of the game that yeah, either you get lucky or you don't, and if you don't, then you lose 10 minutes and PB is gone basically. Other than that, this I really do like this game. Like, don't get me wrong. As a speedrun, it's incredibly frustrating. So I'm never gonna submit this ever again. So who wants to run this game next year? Any of you? I hope you guys enjoyed the run. At the end of the week, I'm gonna play Lufia, and furthermore, you will see me in the crowd and just hang out in the chat and that kind of stuff. My name is Michi, and yeah, we get to listen to this song because you haven't done it yet. I don't know if you wanna see credits or not. No credits. Okay, then we can stop here.
Thank you very much, Michi, for that run. Coming up next, we have Kinin running in Okami, New Game Plus, any percent. Okami is such a great game. It has the aesthetics are so good, and I'm sure Kinin is gonna make a great commentary, which will make it even better. So be sure to tune up for that, and catch you all later.